I just figured out how to use the treasure map. It was literally just that. I'm disappointed in myself. Very disappointed in myself. There's so many that I'm... Jeez. Look at that bugger. And over here and... Oh.
Here we go. Sure looks sturdy. But I bet I can break it with enough force.
Always can, buddy. Wait. This leads to another special area, doesn't it? Oh.
Well, so it goes. What? Weird choice.
Something's been on my mind for a while. Don't you get bitten by insects dressed like that?
Yeah, I do. So?
Nothing. If it doesn't bother you, then never mind.
I, for one, have been using insect repellent.
Am I the insect repellent? Just send them to me instead of you. There's seriously not even a chest in this place.
Thick vegetation makes for easy ambushes.
That's certainly something to keep in mind when in the jungle.
You guys make it sound like there's an enemy up every tree and in every bush.
It could be.
You know, if we bust this down, I think we could make it through. At least that was sort of fun.
Right to left.
This landscape's hostile in an entirely different way from Sandlands.
The air around here is way too clean for demons. It's giving me hives.
Tell me about it. I've got a headache already.
Here we go.
So there are ruins in Forest Land too, are there?
Then we've got to go check them out.
Not a single chest. That's disappointing. Very disappointing.
By the way, who are you exactly? You seem to be very well informed.
I'm someone who failed to protect his kind and just king in his time of need. The most I managed to do for him was flee with his young, innocent daughter. Just a feeble old man, really.
I've been wondering. Coups don't happen out of the blue. Pulling one off requires careful planning. Were there no signs?
No. They may have had their differences, but Bread always held deep respect for King Jam. No one ever would have expected him to take such drastic measures.
What exactly was Bread hoping to achieve through his coup d'etat? Anne thought he just wanted to seize more territory for forest land, but is that really?
Yeah, that's something the four of us would like to know more about too!
The swimmers? What are you doing here?
What was that about how you'd never join forces with us?
Or that line about how we'd never meet again,
You pipe down! Are you gonna turn down a request from an old comrade?
Huh? So this old man was in your band of thieves?
No! I was in the rebel army!
You mean to tell me you're that Longo?
That's correct, General Shiva.
I know how formidable an enemy you make. I'm glad to have you as an ally instead.
The reason he was so strong is because he had us swimmers on his side!
Papa, your face is all red.
You keep quiet, Sonny! Now, tell us what Bread's up to.
His goal is to gather up the last 5 extant Aquanium capsules in the world. And use them to restart Garum, the Flying Fortress.
The Flying Fortress?
The former Peachy mothership, which landed in Flatland so many years ago. After being modified for battle, it's said to have been the world's most powerful warship. It's unclear how much of this is true. But rumor has it that it took only 3 days for its terrible weapons to send Flatland, the world's wealthiest, most advanced nation, to the bottom of the ocean.
So, it's better than even Zayu's fortress?
Without a doubt. If its capabilities require 5 times the Aquanium to power.
What will they do if they ever manage to get it working again?
Well, Bread will have the power to bring the world to its knees.
To hell with that! After breaking free of one oppressor, I'm not bending to another!
I share that sentiment, which is why we...
Longo!
Excuse me. It seems I have urgent business to attend to. I will probably be occupied for some time, so why not rest up in the meantime?
We'll take you up on that. We're awful tired from swimming here.
Let's make the rounds of the camp. We should take the chance to gather whatever intelligence we can.
All right.
Okay.
Hello, Chew.
Hey!
Hmm. I'm on the
Good.
23, right? So I need 23 plus.
Thank you.
This place is different. Not exactly Spino, but if I can upgrade it, I'm still dying.
I'm not speaking with demons.
You just did.
Okay.
Which one? The army or demons?
Oh, you're those demons from before. Remember me?
Not really. It's pretty hard to tell all you humans apart.
So demons have difficulty distinguishing humans, do they?
What are you doing? Taking notes?
Well, you know, knowledge is power, especially for wimps like me.
If you're weak, what are you doing in the Resistance?
I'm a royalist. I want King Jam back in charge of this country. Everyone here would say the same.
And that's reason enough to lay down your life for him? I'll never understand humans.
Fascinating. So demons struggle with the idea of self-sacrifice.
Why, that's not true at all. I'd gladly give my life for King Lucifer.
What about for me?
I suppose I'd at least lay down my whiskers for you.
Okay. Probably should have seen that coming.
Not his magical beard. We need to save his beautiful Santamus. It's a hell of a machine. I'm certain there's more upgrades for Spino still.
Oh, hello.
Kinda does. That or kill people, so scare people's good.
Okay. Okay. Hello. Hey!
Hmm. Ah, water. Can I? No.
Sorry about earlier.
A laudable attitude. Cowed by the prince's might, are you?
Don't get ideas. I'm apologizing only because Longo told me to.
Are you apologizing or trying to pick a fight?
Sorry.
Okay, okay. I think that's enough. By the way, do you know anything about the Flying Fortress Garum?
Well, I'm just a new recruit, so I can't say I know much. Udo says activating it would be like restarting the war that nearly destroyed the world 50 years ago. I have a hard time seeing it as some terrifying doomsday weapon, but if Udo says so...
So it's capable of destruction that would make the bomb that all but wiped out the Peachy look like a firecracker.
What?
Fair enough.
Oh, hello.
Well, at least you're upfront about it.
Bien, where's Longo?
What's wrong? You look agitated.
We found the princess.
What? Say no more. Longo's in the command center.
Heard that, Prince? Let's go see Longo.
Sure. You said you found Anne?
Yes. Rosetta's tank brigade has stopped at End Mill Base, to the northeast. The Resistance will set out in pursuit with all possible haste. If you're willing to lend us a hand, Please head to the base as well.
That bugger's mess is gonna be annoying to clean.
Hey!
Whew.
Good.
That console is hotter than... Can't say that.
Here we go. Does everybody in Forestland have bots or something?
I seriously doubt that. Bots are expensive to buy and maintain.
Nice! One down.
Hello.
Hey.
Here we go.
I must see the benefits of using the camo colors. could have hit me. Meh. What's done is done.
You don't have to engage every last enemy. Picking your battles to save energy when you can makes a huge difference.
Fair enough. We don't want to be tired out for the fights we can't avoid if we want to stand a chance.
I almost let him leave until I remembered they aren't the Sandland guys. Only the Sandland soldiers I'm not supposed to kill anymore. Forest land is free game.
This landscape's hostile in an entirely different way from Sandland.
The air around here is way too clean for demons. It's giving me hives.
Tell me about it. I've got a headache already.
Here we go.
Poisonous mushroom?
The Forestland Army's no joke, down to the lowest grunt.
Their soldiers must undergo extensive training. Though I'd argue that for the most part, the Royal Army is just too complacent.
I'd agree.
At least that was sort of fun.
Our soldiers are very half-assed. Sure, RA is the best we have. But then again, you can't really be at the top of your game when most people are either scavenging or haven't drank water in God knows how long.
Who'd have thought there'd be ruins behind the waterfall?
Given that it was intentionally built in a concealed location, it might be a shelter.
Shelter?
It's a place for people to hide or take cover during an emergency. Judging by the shape and design, this was probably built long, long ago.
They still had things to hide from back then too, huh?
You're good.
Well, so it goes. Well, so it goes. Hey, we've actually traveled pretty far, huh?
Yeah, I never imagined we'd end up going all this way when we left Demon Village.
you said it. Never thought we'd end up in a different country.
It's fun though. We've seen lots of cool stuff. Wow, the waterfall. And it's got real water.
It would be a sandfall if this were Sandland.
Sandfalls are pretty cool too.
So much water. Guess that's forest land for you.
If only it were a little darker and more humid, it would be perfect.
Nice. One down.
Visibility's poor. If you wander around without a plan here, you're just asking to get lost.
Yeah, have to know where you are to get where you're going.
But getting lost would be more of a fun adventure.
Oh, an actual road.
It's odd that few people seem to live around here, considering how resource-rich the place is.
My guess is that most of the terrain is too rugged to build sizable settlements on. So as a result, whatever towns do exist must be densely populated.
Almost at the sea.
Hey, old man, any tips for fighting in bots?
I wouldn't call this some big secret, but predicting your opponent's next move will give you an advantage.
Like reading their mind?
Nothing so fancy. It's more about noticing patterns, guessing intentions, that sort of thing.
Sounds complicated. But I'll give it a try next time. Looks like a camp down that path.
Sometimes your detours hit pay dirt, Prince.
I don't like how you said that.
Oh,
Thank you.
Hopper isn't.
Here we go.
mana. Wait, is it? Jump bot. Nope.
Look at those forest soldiers hanging around over there.
We don't want to be seen. That said, we can't always evade them.
Great, charging right at him is more my style.
When fighting on uneven terrain, always gain the high ground before your opponent.
I knew you would come, Mr. Beelzebub.
You really did show up, huh?
Got a problem with that?
What's the situation?
As bad as it could get.
Supreme Commander Bredd just arrived at Enmill Base.
We believe he's there to take custody of Anne.
A missing princess suddenly returned a decade later. I can see how that would merit the attention of the Supreme Commander himself.
What happens if he does take her with him?
She'll become a figurehead to prop up the legitimacy of Bread's rule, or else a scapegoat to turn the people against the Royalists. Either way, she'll be nothing but a pawn.
Then we have to get the princess back sooner rather than later.
The base has been on high alert since Bread's arrival. We stand no chance if we try to take them head on. Mr. Rao, how would you approach this problem?
Simple. Divide and conquer. We have the bulk of our forces draw the enemy's attention, while a small crack squad sneaks in to save Anne.
I was thinking the exact same thing. But who to choose for the stealth operation?
You want a crack squad? You can't get more crack than the swimmers.
Yeah, for swimming. You want a crack fighter? You come to me.
We don't have time to argue. I'll choose the teams myself. Mr. Rao, will you command the infiltration team?
Of course.
Ha! See?
Lingo chose Shiva, not you.
And not you either.
We can't delay a moment longer. It's time to move out. Udo, Horto, stir up a racket to draw the enemy's attention.
Yes, sir. Ah, I thought for sure we'd get the starring role this time.
We're heading out.
Here we go.
You can find all sorts of things on the side roads here.
If no one ever comes by, it never gets picked up after all.
Wait, how did all this stuff get there in the first place then?
Fell from the sky, maybe?
Bet you there's some goodies in here.
The topography here has some pretty intense verticality.
Watch your step, or you're gonna end up tumbling down.
Come on! I'm not that clumsy.
Agree to disagree.
think we must be nearing the capital.
And more soldiers around means more eyes we need to avoid. Keep yours peeled. We'll attract too much attention if all three of us move together. Let's split up. Prince, we'll use your telepathy to communicate.
Okay.
And don't you dare suddenly go, "Ah!" in our heads to make us jump.
Yeah.
Comrades in arms, proud defenders of our beloved forest land,
Who's that?
I am your supreme commander, Brett. It has now been 10 years
I
since
probably
King
shouldn't go
Brad was
too
seduced
crazy
by our
inside the
friend
base.
Lee into betraying our fatherland. Long have we waited for our king to come to his senses, but to no avail. Though the king himself still has my undying respect, he remains spellbound to this very day. Trapped in his own mind, he is but a walking corpse. And a nation of the living cannot be governed by the dead. We need new leadership, a new monarch, and who is worthy of the throne?
Supreme Commander!
The faith of my fellow soldiers truly warms my heart. Alas, love of country and martial strength alone make
Gotta
not
be more careful.
What is more, our beloved forest land now faces an unprecedented crisis. A sad land disguised as the
Gotta be
woman
more careful.
we live
Here
is
we
to
go.
blame for corrupting our king. And now Supreme Commander Zayden, the honorable leader of our neighbor, has been deposed by another such being. Worse still, the entire royal army now lies in that villain's clutches. I am sure you do not need me to explain what that means.
Oops, they saw me.
They
more
work
careful.
for
This creature of pure evil will deviously manipulate the royal army into invading forest land.
He's just making up lies.
Enemy spotted!
Oops, they saw me. Gotta be more careful.
Prepare for battle!
I want to punch them.
Oops, they saw me. Gotta be more careful.
Just kill them all. Be done with it. What's the point of being strong if you can't actually kill things with it?
My wise comrades, I am sure you require no explanation. But the one quality our new sovereign must possess is the power to combat and vanquish fiends. And as luck would have it, we know he is more than capable of such. For he is the same hero who struck down the fiend that beguiled our former king. Our king will be none other than our champion, the valiant Muniel!
That's Muniel? You mean my sis lost to that? This has to be some kind of mistake, for sure. Well, glad I cleared that up. Gotta go find Am now.
Brave soldiers.
He's an
you
angel.
have my sincere thanks. The people have spoken, and
Man, what sweet rides!
if you insist on making
Can't wait to try them out.
then who am
But
I
guess
to
now
refuse?
isn't the time.
Hear that, citizens? For 10 years, Muniel has refused to claim the title of king for himself, insisting he is no more than a steward of the throne. But now, at last, he will wear the crown! And we shall do battle with Sandland once again!
Oh man,
We will hold the coronation at once, and when the crown rests upon my head, I will declare war on Sandland! We will finally put an end to that wretched kingdom and all its demons!
And if we let them, they'll use Anne to get that war they want so badly.
Gotta find him now.
The enemy! Get them!
I dislike you.
Saw me. Gotta be more careful.
Oh, you. You turn around, buddy.
Prince, over here!
It's locked. Can you open it?
Not a problem. You came! Aren't we supposed to share an emotional hug or something at times like this? Ew, gross.
All right, let's hurry up and get out of here.
Wait, can we stop by the command center?
The command center? What do you need to go there for?
I overheard some soldiers talking. That's where the Aquanium radar is.
Really? That's well worth a visit then.
I object! The command center must have the heaviest security in this whole base!
Not while Brett and Muniel are busy giving their speech. Right?
That's over-optimistic, but there won't be any better time.
Then, let's go! Thank you, BLs.
a fan of this weather. My hands keep sweating. I'm not used to that. Forehead, yes.
Security's tight here. We'll be spotted if we move together.
So we split up?
Yeah.
Yay.
Prepare for battle!
Really? Really?
Oops, they saw me. Gotta be more careful.
Nope. That's not a doable one. Turn left. Keep going. No. He's the bugger off so I can take out this guy. Now that this guy's gone, should be able to just go.
Some soldiers noticed the tip of my hair poking out from cover. I was almost spotted.
Maybe you shouldn't have spiked it up so stupidly tall.
What do you mean, stupid? This is the height of fashion.
Anyhow, we all made it to the rendezvous. Let's keep moving.
Probably shouldn't try to drive a bot around inside the base.
I'm leaving this here.